early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got him downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The LSU Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It's nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to IV where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast. He just knows how to get home to the quarterback.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss, and you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snags it over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. There he goes. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. Looking to scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. He's got him. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. play of the period. First down here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
That's reeled in. It's Ezukama. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's to Stevenson. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fit it in the window for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Takes the easy completion. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to...
Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This coaching staff was trying to identify play.
And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Azukama. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly, makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Line getting set on second down. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Lost to throw again. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking for space. It's Ezukama. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make...
There he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in good position.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing the pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lets it fly. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Sun Devils are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Banks. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Going to swing it on second down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the bluebirds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. To the air on second down. Under fire. Slips a tackle. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. LSU lining up first and goal. He's looking to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to find the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their